Ooh, nice. Citizens, scholars, and friendly knights everywhere, thank you for joining us here today. Friends of the art of wood and steel, we have a beautiful representation for you here today. This is the Glenfield Model 30, and this is the Golden 50 edition as well. Featured this, I think, one other time on my channel, but I had a couple of things I wanted to test today. One in specifics is this load I did a while back. I actually did these with Trail Boss, and I'll work in the other footage I have. That's with my R-95. Got 5 of these loaded up. Hard to tell. I saw the target move. There we go. Got to aim a little high on these, so there's not a whole lot of energy. Not blowing up my target though, so that's good. I like that. We've got the patented budget survival leatherback water jug in our sights. I'm going to see if I can hit this. Just going to aim a little high and see if that works. I'm just interested to see what this is going to look like. I can't tell. I don't think I hit it. Oh, that hit it. That definitely hit it. Let's hit it again. Woo. Nice. All right, boys, so here we are. This is what's left of our 30-30 leatherback milk jug. And we definitely hit it. Looks like we got it once up here. That probably didn't do much. Got a couple good spots right in the meaty part here, right on the leather. And there's the exit. So definitely an option. Now, would I want to hunt with this? Well, I don't know about that. Maybe if it's something small, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know for for anything big. But I think it is definitely, this is definitely an option for target practice, or if you just want to have a little fun. I tested these out a couple times. The first time we did it, I couldn't hit the target at all. I don't know what the problem was, but I really just couldn't hit anything. Next time we tested it with the R-95, it was actually going pretty well. It was hitting the target, and it was a steel target, but I was hitting it, and the recoil was amazing. It was beautiful. So was really pleased with that. But one of the things that I didn't get a chance to do at that time was test the feet per second. So we're going to do that. And these are, again, this is the 30-30, and they're loaded with Barry's 150 grain plated, and it is using Trail Boss. So we're going to test those, and then I just have some other stuff that I loaded, just some again some 150 grain berries, but this is with some more normal powder. So I'm going to go ahead and get this loaded up. I have my chrono. Hopefully it will agree with us and work. It's been a little testy, but we're going to go ahead and get some of these loaded up. Okay, and again, this is the Trail Boss powder. $2.18. Wow. $7.89. $7.82. Okay. So not bad, I would say. Pressure went, it was a kind of a jump in pressure there, but not bad at all. And I think you can see that the recoil on this is almost non-existent, at least for a 30-30 anyways. But we're going to test this. I'm going to load up some of these regular 30-30s we have here, and then we're going to see what these do. Got 7 in there, and again, this is just more of a standard load. Let's see what we got here. Definitely a lot more. 1955. 1961. 1665. 1803. 1783. 1739. Okay, so impressions. First off, I really freaking like shooting this gun. It's absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I did do some. I did get a new spring and did a little bit of work on the action. It did really smooth up quite a bit. Before that, it was a little tight, and that is typical for Marlins. I don't think this was shot very much. I did get this off an auction. Very happy to have gotten it, by the way. Lever actions are kind of all the rage today. Everyone wants to be a cowboy again, I guess. I blame television for that, and Dutton Ranch. I think everyone wants to shoot lever actions, but it's a beautiful example of Marlin. It's a beautiful example of a firearm. I can't say enough about this. And again, this is the Golden 50. We'll talk about that again sometime, because I did get another Golden 50. I don't want to get too much into it here. As far as how it shoots, it's amazing. I do have a small pad on here. Does it really need one? I don't know. But let's talk about the ammo. Yeah, so, and I load almost all of the 30-30 that I shoot. But as far as these go, these Trail Boss loads, it's really a pleasure to shoot. It is almost like you're shooting a 22. There's really almost no pressure. And we saw from there, they were generally, I don't know, 800, 600 highs. It really is a pleasure to shoot. What would you do with those? Definitely target practice. Now, it's going to skew your aim, because there's a lot less pressure in those. So when you go back to real rounds, you're going to have to change your point of aim. But definitely just general target practice. And as far as what else, like what would you hunt with those? I think you could do any kind of varmint hunting, probably. The other issue, the big problem though, is the Trail Boss powder, trying to find it. It is still being made. They have said that it is, but they just don't make much of it anymore, because there's really only a small group of us that use it and like it. And the problem is, like, I have an alert right now where as soon as it comes up, I'll get an alert and they'll tell me it's up. And I'm telling you right now, as soon as it is, I'm going to buy like probably three bottles of it. And that's what I think that's the max you're allowed. And that's what everyone does. As soon as it goes up, it's out. So that's the biggest problem with Trail Boss, is finding it. But it is an extremely, extremely useful powder, because if you reload something like 38s or something like that, they're great to have, especially for teaching people, new shooters. It's a lot less punishing, and there's not a lot of recoil. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun to use, and these really are a lot of fun. So, anyways, folks, that is really about all we have for you today. I'm going to put a pinned comment down below. Let me know, what do you think would be a good use for such a load? A 30-30 load that's only getting an average of about 700 feet per second. What do you think that would be good for? What would you use it for? Is there any kind of hunting you think you could do with it? Thank you for all the lovers of the art of wood and steel. I think we're a growing community out there. I appreciate you coming today. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you see that hype button, hit that as well. Remember to hit the bell notification so you see when all of our videos come on. Thank you again for showing up. This is Tack Nerd, signing out.